Greetings, beautiful souls, and welcome to another divinely inspired message here on the Angel's Whisper. If you're new to this space, I am so glad you found your way here. We invite you to join our community by subscribing and turning on the notification bell, so you never miss the loving guidance that is sent directly to you from the angels. Today's message is one that is bound to resonate deeply with you. The angels want to speak to you about something important, something powerful, about the person you are going to marry. Yes, you heard that right. The angels are sharing something with you that will surprise you. The person you're destined to marry, their actual age will surprise you. But more than that, the journey you're about to walk with this person will change your life in ways you can't even imagine yet. Before we dive deep into this revelation, I want to connect with you. I want you to take a moment and declare your faith in this space. Type in the comments below, "I believe in God." This is a powerful declaration. It's a declaration that you trust in God's plan for you, that you trust in His timing, and that you believe His promises are true. As we open our hearts to the divine message today, know that this message is personal. It is meant just for you, to guide you through what's ahead, and to help you understand that the love story unfolding in your life is far greater than you can comprehend. Setting the tone and connecting with the viewer now, I want you to take a deep breath. Allow yourself to relax and be fully present in this moment. Whether you've been waiting for love, been frustrated by delays, or have wondered about the timing of your life, know that this is a moment of divine connection. The angels are about to reveal something that will bring clarity to your heart and your path. You see, God's plan for your life is far more intricate and beautiful than you may realize. And when it comes to love and marriage, sometimes we have a very narrow view of what that looks like. Maybe you've had a picture in your mind of who you're supposed to marry, their age, their personality, or their life experiences. But the angels want you to know that what's coming for you may be completely different from what you've imagined. In this divine message, we will uncover the surprising truth about the person you're going to marry, their age, their journey, and what it means for your own life. This isn't just about the age they are right now. It's about how God has ordained this union and how everything, even the things that seem surprising, have a purpose. Bible verses to support the message now. Let's anchor this message in the Word of God, because His truth is the foundation upon which we stand. I want to share some powerful Bible verses that align with what the angels are revealing to you today. In Proverbs 18:22, we are reminded, "He who finds a wife finds what is good and receives favor from the Lord." This verse speaks to the beauty of divine unions. The person you are going to marry is a gift from God, and this gift is wrapped in love, wisdom, and favor. Whether their age is what you expect or not, their presence in your life is a blessing that will bring favor and goodness. Another beautiful verse is Matthew 6:33, where Jesus tells us, "But seek first His kingdom and His righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well." When it comes to your future spouse, you must trust that God knows exactly what you need. The timing, the age, the experiences, all of it is being carefully orchestrated by God. Your job is to trust in His plan and seek His kingdom above all else. Isaiah 43:19 offers a powerful promise. "See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it?" God is always doing a new thing in our lives, and even though you may not understand it fully right now, He is bringing something new, something better, and something divinely appointed into your life. Your soulmate may not look like what you thought, but they will be everything you need and more. And finally, Jeremiah 29:11 reminds us of God's good plans for our lives. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans for welfare and not for evil, to give you a future and a hope. Trust that God's plan for your marriage is good, and His timing is perfect. What may seem surprising now will be revealed as part of His beautiful plan for you. The surprising truth about your soulmate's age. Now, let's get to the heart of the message. The angels want you to know that the person you're going to marry may be older or younger than you expect. Their age may not align with what you've envisioned in your mind, but rest assured, this is part of God's design. You may have always pictured yourself marrying someone around the same age, or perhaps you've set specific expectations about what age they should be. But I want to remind you that age does not define love. What matters is the connection you share, the depth of the bond, and the divine timing that brings you both together. The person you are going to marry may have gone through experiences that you never imagined. Perhaps they've lived a different life, with different challenges and even different lessons. But these experiences are shaping them into the person who will love you in a way that no one else can. God uses every part of our journey to prepare us for the destiny He has for us, and this includes our relationships. Ephesians 3:20 tells us that God is able to do immeasurably more than all we ask or imagine. This means that the person you're going to marry is likely far beyond what you've dreamed of. They may be older or younger than you anticipated, but God has shaped them in such a way that they are exactly what you need in your life. The angels want you to know that love transcends age, and God's perfect plan for your marriage will exceed your expectations. Why God's plan for your marriage is greater than your expectations. It's easy to become fixated on what we think love should look like. Society gives us certain expectations about who we should marry, when we should marry, and what they should look like. But God's plan is always bigger than those limitations. In Isaiah 55:8-9, God says, "For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways. As the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts." The angels are reminding you today that God's ways are higher than our ways. His plan for your life, especially for your marriage, is far greater than you can understand. What seems surprising to you, even the age of your future spouse, is all part of His grand design. The person you're going to marry will bring something unique to your life, something that you may not even realize you need. God is preparing them and preparing you for a union that will challenge you, grow you, and lead you closer to Him. This is not just a partnership between two people. It's a divine union that will fulfill God's purpose for both of your lives. When you trust in God's plan and let go of your own expectations, you open yourself to receiving love in its most beautiful form. The person you're meant to marry is not bound by the world's timelines or age expectations. They are a divine partner who will support you, grow with you, and walk alongside you in your journey of faith. Trusting in divine timing. The angels also want to remind you that timing is everything. Perhaps you've been wondering when you'll meet your soulmate or why it hasn't happened yet. Trust that God's timing is perfect. His plan for you is unfolding exactly as it should. And even though you may not understand why things haven't aligned yet, know that there is a divine purpose at work. In Ecclesiastes 3:1 we read, "There is a time for everything, and a season for every activity under the heavens." This is a reminder that there is a perfect time for everything. The timing of your marriage, the timing of meeting your soulmate, and the timing of everything that has led you to this point are all part of God's perfect plan. You might wonder why your soulmate isn't here yet, or why the person you've been waiting for is not exactly who you imagined. But trust that when the time is right, you will meet them, and everything will fall into place. This is why the angels are telling you today that the person you're going to marry is closer than you think. The age difference, the timing, and everything that seems uncertain right now will soon make perfect sense. The power of faith and patience go hand in hand. The angels want you to remember that just because you don't see the full picture now doesn't mean God isn't working. His plan for your life is in motion, even in the waiting. In Hebrews 10:36, we are reminded, you need to persevere so that when you have done the will of God, you will receive what He has promised. Your faith and patience in the waiting are vital. God is aligning everything perfectly, including the age and timing of the person you're going to marry. The more you trust in His plan, the more you will see His promises unfold before you. As you move through this season of waiting, trust that the person God is preparing for you is being shaped by divine hands. Their journey and their experiences, whether they are older or younger than you expect, are preparing them to love you in ways that you can't yet understand. Conclusion of the first section. Before we move further into this journey of divine revelation, take a moment to reflect on what you've heard so far. The angels have given you a glimpse into the mystery of love, marriage, and divine timing. Remember, the person you're going to marry might not look exactly how you imagined, but they are the perfect person for you. Trust in God's plan, embrace the divine timing, and know that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. If you feel this message resonating with your heart, I invite you to comment below with the phrase, "Blessed and ready," to affirm that you are ready to receive this divine love, ready to embrace the surprises that God has for you, and ready to trust in His timing. As we continue, I want to deepen the understanding of the divine connection that God has prepared for you. The person you're destined to marry isn't just someone who fits into your idea of what a partner should look like. They are someone who aligns with the path that God has set out for both of you. This divine connection goes beyond physical attributes, beyond age, beyond everything that we typically think about when considering a soulmate. Your union is about spiritual alignment, purpose, and a higher calling that you are both meant to fulfill together. And the angels want you to know that this connection, while it may be surprising in many ways, is going to be the foundation upon which you will both grow, evolve, and thrive. In 1 Corinthians 12:18, we are told, "But now God has set the members, each one of them, in the body just as He pleased." This speaks to the divine placement of each soul. God has perfectly placed both of you into each other's lives in His timing, and no amount of earthly expectations or circumstances can alter this plan. The age difference, the life experiences, the timing, everything that may seem surprising to you right now has been orchestrated with precision. The angels are guiding you to trust in the connection that will be formed. Sometimes we question whether we are truly compatible with someone based on superficial traits. But true compatibility, the kind of compatibility that will last a lifetime, comes from a deeper connection. And that connection is rooted in the spirit, not in what we see with our eyes. So what does that mean for you right here, right now? It means that no matter what expectations you have around age or background, the person God has chosen for you is exactly who you need. It may take some time to understand why things unfold the way they do, but I assure you, when the time is right, you will see that every detail was part of God's perfect plan. If you're ready to accept that God's connection for you is beyond what you can see, and you're ready to trust in this divine union, I invite you to comment below with the phrase, "I trust God's plan." This declaration will open your heart to receive the blessings that are meant for you, to embrace this divine connection with open arms. The age gap, a divine message of maturity and growth. I know that many of you are still thinking about the age difference the angels mentioned. Maybe you're wondering why God would bring someone older or younger into your life. But I want to reassure you that the age gap is not a barrier. In fact, it is part of God's divine wisdom for your growth. You see, a relationship is not just about the present, it's about both people growing together. Sometimes, a partner who is older brings maturity and wisdom. Someone who has lived more life and can share their experiences with you. Other times, a younger partner brings energy, vision, and a fresh perspective. These differences are not things to fear. They are meant to complement each other. In Proverbs 4:7 we are told, "Wisdom is the principal thing, therefore get wisdom, and with all thy getting get understanding." Whether your soulmate is older or younger, they will bring wisdom into your life that will help you grow and navigate challenges together. Every moment of your relationship will be a chance to learn, to understand, and to build something that will stand the test of time. As we reflect on this divine connection, I want you to remember that this union will require both of you to grow, not just individually, but together. You will learn from each other, you will support each other, and you will experience life in new ways because of the age difference. It will be a relationship full of learning, adapting, and growing, and that is what will make it so beautiful. If you're ready to embrace the lessons that come with this divine union, if you're open to growing with your soulmate no matter what their age, I encourage you to comment below with the phrase, "I am ready to grow." This shows the universe that you are open to this beautiful process of growth and learning, both with your soulmate and with God. Trusting in God's timing for marriage, let's talk about God's timing when it comes to marriage. I know some of you may be feeling impatient. Perhaps you've been waiting for a long time, wondering when your soulmate will arrive. Or maybe you've been thinking, "God, when will it be my turn?" The angels want you to know that God's timing is perfect and everything is happening exactly when it should. In Psalm 27:14 we read, "Wait for the Lord. Be strong and take heart and wait for the Lord." This verse is a reminder that waiting is not a passive act. It's an active choice. While you wait for the person God has chosen for you, you must remain strong, take heart, and trust that the Lord is preparing both you and your soulmate for the divine union that is coming. The timing of your marriage is part of God's divine design. It may feel like you've been waiting forever, or you might feel like your soulmate is taking too long to arrive. But the angels want you to know that God is working in the background, preparing both you and your soulmate for this union. You are both being shaped, molded, and aligned for this beautiful connection. Trust that God is working on your heart, your soul, and your life in preparation for this moment. Every part of your journey has been preparing you for the person who is meant to walk alongside you for the rest of your life. If you are ready to trust in God's perfect timing, if you're ready to rest in His peace while you wait for your soulmate, I encourage you to comment below with the phrase, "I trust in God's timing." This will show the universe that you are ready to step into your divine love story when the time is right. God's plan for your love story is far greater than your own. Angels also want you to understand that God's plan for your love story is far greater than your own. We often get caught up in our own expectations and desires for what we want in a relationship. We dream of a perfect partner, someone who fits into the box we've created in our minds. But the angels want you to know that God has something far more beautiful, far more intricate, and far more fulfilling than anything you can imagine. In Jeremiah 29:11, God reminds us, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans for welfare and not for evil, to give you a future and a hope." The person you are meant to marry may not look the way you envisioned, but they will fulfill every need in your heart in ways you never thought possible. They will be the perfect complement to who you are. Their age, their experiences, their heart, all of it will align perfectly with yours in God's time. Trust in this. Trust in the divine wisdom that has already been placed in your life. God has crafted your love story, and it will unfold in ways that you could never imagine, but in the best way possible, embracing your future together. As you look forward to your future with your soulmate, I want you to remember that love is about partnership. It's not about perfection, and it's not about meeting someone who fits your idea of what they should be. Love is about two people coming together with open hearts, ready to learn, grow, and build a life together. Your soulmate, with all their qualities, their wisdom, their age, and their experiences, is the one who will walk beside you in this life. Together, you will create a future full of blessings, challenges, growth, and deep, abiding love. In Ecclesiastes 4:9-10, we are reminded that two are better than one, because they have a good reward for their labor. For if they fall, one will lift up his companion. But woe to him who is alone when he falls, for he has no one to help him up. This is the foundation of your marriage, a partnership that is designed to help both of you rise to your highest potential, to lift each other up, and to create a life full of blessings and purpose. As you prepare to embrace your soulmate, I want you to take a moment to declare that you are ready to walk this path with them, no matter their age, no matter the surprises that are ahead. If you are ready to step into this divine partnership, I encourage you to comment below with the phrase, "I am ready for love." This will affirm that you are open to receiving the love God has prepared for you, and that you are ready to walk in His perfect timing. As we continue through this sacred journey of love and faith, trust that everything is unfolding perfectly. God's plan for you is beautiful, and your love story will be greater than anything you can imagine. Stay tuned for more divine insights, and remember to like this video, comment, "I am ready for love," and subscribe to the Angel's Whisper for more guidance. As we continue this beautiful journey, the angels want to remind you that your marriage is not just about a union of two people. It is a divine preparation, a preparation that has been in the works long before you ever met. God has been shaping both you and your future spouse for this moment, and everything you've experienced up until now has been part of that plan. Think about it. Every decision you've made, every experience you've had, has led you to this point. And it's not just about your own growth, it's about the way your growth will complement the person God has chosen for you. You may not fully understand why your path has unfolded the way it has, but trust that God's plan is always good. In Romans 8:28 we read, "And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose." Everything you've been through, every challenge, every heartbreak, and every triumph has been part of God's purpose for you. And now, as you stand on the brink of the beautiful union He has planned for you, you can trust that this marriage will be the culmination of everything you've experienced and everything you've learned. Your future spouse, no matter their age, is a divine match for you. They are exactly who God intended to walk alongside you through life. Their unique experiences, their wisdom, and yes, even the age gap that may surprise you, are all part of what will make your relationship so powerful. God has designed both of you for each other. The surprising nature of your future. Spouse, it's time to talk more about your future spouse. The angels want you to understand that the person you are going to marry may not look like what you envisioned. They may be older, younger, or at a different place in life than you imagined. But what the angels want you to understand is that age, experience, and the timeline are irrelevant when it comes to love that has been ordained by God. In 1 Samuel 16:7, God reminds us, "But the Lord said to Samuel, do not consider his appearance or his height, for I have rejected him." The Lord does not look at the things people look at. People look at the outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart. This verse is so important because it speaks to the true nature of your soulmate. God is not concerned with how old they are, how much life experience they have, or how they measure up to your preconceived expectations. What God cares about is the heart. The person you're going to marry is a reflection of God's love and purpose in your life. They are being brought to you not by coincidence, but because God has chosen them for you. You may not understand why their age or life experience is different from what you imagined, but trust that it is exactly what you need. God sees their heart and their potential in ways that you cannot yet comprehend. And this union will be a blessing that surpasses your wildest expectations. Embracing the age gap and celebrating the differences. One of the most important things to realize is that the age gap in your relationship is not a mistake. In fact, it is part of the divine beauty of your union. God is showing you that love is not confined by age, but is rather defined by the compatibility of hearts and spirits. In Song of Solomon 8:6, we are reminded of the power of love. Place me like a seal over your heart, like a seal on your arm. For love is as strong as death, its jealousy unyielding as the grave. It burns like blazing fire, like a mighty flame. This is the type of love that God is bringing into your life, the kind of love that transcends everything, including age. The fire of divine love burns brightly, and it does not concern itself with the number of years between two people. What matters is the strength of the connection, the bond that has been woven by God Himself. The angels want you to know that this difference in age will not be a barrier. It will actually enhance the depth of your connection. You both will bring different perspectives, different wisdom, and different experiences to the table. But these differences will not divide you. They will unite you. You will learn from each other, grow together, and create a relationship that is rich with understanding, respect, and love. If you're ready to embrace this divine connection and the surprising nature of your future spouse, I invite you to comment below with the phrase, "I embrace the differences." This declaration will affirm your willingness to accept the person God has chosen for you, even if they don't look like what you imagined. The role of patience in God's plan. The angels also want to speak about patience. So many times we feel as though we have to rush God's plan, or we get frustrated when things aren't happening on our timeline. But the truth is, God's plan is perfect, and His timing is beyond what we can see. In Psalm 37:7 we read, "Be still before the Lord and wait patiently for Him. Do not fret when people succeed in their ways, when they carry out their wicked schemes." This verse is a beautiful reminder that patience is a virtue. When it comes to love and marriage, patience is required. The angels are telling you that the waiting you've been doing is not in vain. Everything that is meant for you will come to you at the right time. You may feel like your soulmate is taking too long to arrive, or that the age gap is something that's holding you back. But trust in God's timing. He knows exactly when the right person will come into your life. And just as importantly, He knows exactly when you are ready to receive them. In Isaiah 40:31, we are encouraged. But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint. Waiting is not a sign of weakness. It is a sign of strength. Your patience and trust in God are building you up for something greater. This waiting is strengthening your faith and preparing you to be the partner that God wants you to be. If you are ready to trust in God's timing and patiently wait for the person He has prepared for you, I encourage you to comment below with the phrase, "I trust God's timing." This shows that you are surrendering your timeline and allowing God to lead the way. The blessing of patience and perseverance as you wait for your soulmate. You are not just waiting for a person, you are waiting for a blessing. God has already prepared your union, and the waiting you're doing now is part of the process that will lead to greater joy, greater fulfillment, and a stronger bond. Patience and perseverance are key. In Romans 5:3-4, we are reminded, "Not only so, but we also glory in our sufferings because we know that suffering produces perseverance. Perseverance, character, and character, hope." The angels want you to understand that this season of waiting is not without purpose. It is building your character, strengthening your perseverance, and filling you with the hope that God will deliver on His promises. God's timing is perfect. His plan is perfect. And as you wait for the person you're going to marry, know that everything you are going through is preparing you for the blessing that is ahead. Your patience is not wasted. It is part of God's divine preparation. Moving forward with faith and hope, as we approach the final part of today's message, I want to encourage you to move forward with faith and hope. Trust that God has already worked everything out for your good. The person you're going to marry is closer than you think, and though the journey may seem long, every moment is preparing you for the beautiful union that God has designed. Remember, the person you are meant to marry may surprise you in many ways, whether it's their age, their experiences, or how you meet. But trust that this person is exactly who God has ordained for you. Their presence in your life will complete you, and together you will build a future full of love, purpose, and joy. If you are ready to move forward with faith and hope, trusting that God's plan is unfolding in your life, I invite you to comment below with the phrase, "I am moving forward with faith." This shows that you are ready to step into the future God has for you, trusting that everything will unfold in His perfect time. We have reached the end of this part of the message. The angels are with you, guiding you and reminding you to trust in the divine plan that is unfolding for your life. You are ready to receive the love that God has prepared for you, and that love is beyond anything you've imagined. Stay faithful, stay hopeful, and remember that God's plan is always good. Trusting in God's perfect plan for your marriage. As we continue on this sacred journey, the angels want you to deeply internalize something important. God's plan for your marriage is perfect. Even though there may be moments of uncertainty, frustration, or doubt, rest assured that everything you are experiencing is part of a divine orchestration that will lead you to your soulmate at the right time and in the right way. So often we tend to question God's timing, wondering why things aren't happening the way we've imagined. But the angels want to assure you that everything is unfolding precisely as it should. Whether your soulmate is older, younger, or perhaps on a completely different life trajectory than you expected, trust that this is part of God's divine plan for both of you. Age is only a number, but the love, wisdom, and growth you will share together will create a union that is destined to last. In Psalm 18:30, it says, "As for God, His way is perfect. The Lord's word is flawless. He shields all who take refuge in Him." This is such a powerful reminder that God's way is perfect, even when we can't fully see it. Every experience, every moment leading up to your marriage is a part of His flawless plan. Whether you've been waiting for a long time or have recently met someone who surprises you, remember that God is shielding you, preparing you, and guiding you toward the person He has chosen for you. This divine partnership you are stepping into will bring immense growth, purpose, and love. God is aligning everything, your growth, your soulmate's growth, and the timing, so that when you do come together, It will be an extraordinary union filled with love and alignment. If you are ready to trust that God's plan for your marriage is perfect and that everything, even the surprising aspects, are part of His design, I encourage you to comment below with the phrase, "I trust God's perfect plan." This declaration will open your heart to embrace His guidance and trust in His wisdom, knowing that everything is unfolding as it should. The role of spiritual growth in your relationship. Before we dive further into the specific qualities of your soulmate, let's explore how spiritual growth plays a pivotal role in your marriage. When you trust in God's plan for your life and relationship, you open the door to spiritual growth, not just individually, but together with your future spouse. The angels want you to know that marriage is not just about two people coming together. It is about growing together spiritually. The two of you will not only walk through life hand in hand, but also walk closer to God together. This union will help both of you develop into the people God has designed you to be, individually and as a couple. Your relationship will allow you to witness the transformative power of God's love, His grace, and His guidance in both your lives. In 2 Corinthians 6:14, the Bible teaches us, "Do not be yoked together with unbelievers. For what do righteousness and wickedness have in common? Or what fellowship can light have with darkness?" This verse is a gentle reminder that spiritual alignment is vital. The person you are going to marry will share your faith, your love for God, and your desire to build a life that reflects His love and light. Even though their age might surprise you, their spiritual alignment with you will be undeniable. Your future spouse is being shaped by God, and together you will encourage each other in your spiritual walk. It's not just about being compatible on the outside. God's plan is for you both to align in spirit, soul, and purpose. Understanding the divine timing of love. As you reflect on the person you're destined to marry, it's important to acknowledge that divine timing isn't just about when you meet them. It's about everything leading up to that meeting, everything that happens after, and everything that will make your connection stronger over time. The angels want to remind you that God's timing is always perfect, and sometimes He allows certain experiences to take place to refine you and your soulmate. It's easy to get caught up in timelines. We might feel that we should have met the one by a certain age, or that we've missed our opportunity. But God's plan doesn't work on our timeline. The angels want you to understand that while you may have certain expectations about when things should happen, God's timing is always far more accurate than our own. In Habakkuk 2:3, the scripture says, "For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry." The angels are telling you to wait with faith, knowing that the vision God has for your relationship will come to fruition at the appointed time. Though you may be in a season of waiting, trust that the timing is being perfected by the divine. You may not understand why things haven't unfolded as you imagined, but I want you to remember that God is preparing you and your soulmate for something extraordinary. And when the time is right, you will both be ready to walk into the marriage that God has destined for you. If you are ready to trust in God's divine timing and wait with faith for His plan to unfold, comment below with the phrase, "I trust in God's timing." This will signify your commitment to trust in His perfect schedule and to remain hopeful and faithful as you wait for the love that God has already prepared for you. Building a strong foundation of faith and communication. Marriage is built on many things: love, trust, respect, and, above all, communication. But the foundation of a strong and lasting marriage is always faith. You and your soulmate will build your relationship on a foundation of shared values, a commitment to each other, and a commitment to God. This foundation will be unshakable, even when life presents challenges. As you wait for your soulmate, the angels want you to begin building a strong foundation for your future marriage. This is not just about what you'll do when you meet. It's about preparing your heart and soul now, so that you're ready for the lifelong journey ahead. In Matthew 7:24, we are reminded, "Therefore, everyone who hears these words of mine and puts them into practice is like a wise man who built his house on the rock." The angels are telling you to build your relationship on a foundation of faith. When you do, you will withstand the storms of life and experience the beauty of God's love working in and through you. Your marriage is not just about two individuals coming together. It's about two people united in faith, building a life together that reflects God's love. As you prepare for the person you will marry, ensure that you're actively strengthening your own relationship with God, so that when the time comes, your relationship will be built on a strong, unshakable foundation. If you are ready to begin building this strong foundation for your future marriage, comment below with the phrase, "I am building a strong foundation." This is a declaration that you are preparing yourself spiritually, emotionally, and mentally for the love that is coming into your life. The blessing of waiting for God's best finally. As we near the conclusion of this message, I want to remind you of something incredibly important. The blessing of waiting for God's best. Sometimes we think we know what's best for us, and we try to rush things. But when we trust in God's plan, when we patiently wait for His timing, we receive His very best for us. The angels want you to know that your future spouse, no matter their age, is God's best for you. The person you are going to marry will be everything you need and more. And while their age or life circumstances may surprise you, remember that this is God's perfect gift to you. In Psalm 31:19, we are reminded, "How abundant are the good things that you have stored up for those who fear you, that you bestow in the sight of all, on those who take refuge in you." God has abundant blessings stored up for you, and your future marriage is one of those blessings. By waiting for God's perfect timing, you will receive the very best that He has planned for you. If you are ready to receive God's very best for your future marriage, if you are ready to trust that He is bringing the perfect person into your life at the perfect time, comment below with the phrase, "I am ready for God's best." This declaration will align your heart with God's purpose and allow you to fully embrace the blessings He has prepared for you. As we conclude this message, remember that everything in your life, every moment, every experience is leading you toward the divine union God has designed for you. Trust in His perfect timing, embrace the surprises, and know that the love He has for you is greater than anything you could ever imagine. If this message resonated with you, please like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe to the Angel's Whisper for more divine messages of love, hope, and faith. As we reach the conclusion of this powerful message, I want to leave you with a final thought, one that will anchor your heart as you continue on this divine journey. The angels have shared with you that your future spouse, the person you are going to marry, may surprise you in many ways. And yet, this is a beautiful reminder that God's plan for your life is far greater than anything you could ever imagine. God's plan for your marriage is perfect. And while it may not always align with your own ideas or timelines, trust that it is leading you to a love that is far more fulfilling, far more extraordinary than anything you've envisioned. The age gap, the timing, the life experiences, they are all part of the masterpiece God is painting for your life. Your future marriage will be a reflection of His love, grace, and wisdom. The person you are going to marry, no matter their age or background, is a perfect fit for you. They are divinely aligned with your soul's purpose, and together you will fulfill God's plan for your lives. Whether they are older or younger than you imagined, know that God's timing is always right and that He is working behind the scenes to bring you both together. In Proverbs 3:5-6, we are reminded, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your paths straight." The angels are asking you to trust in God's wisdom, even when it doesn't make sense to you. Trust that He is leading you in the right direction, and His plan will bring you the love that you deserve. Patience, faith, and trust. These are the keys that will guide you through this waiting season. And when the time is right, you will see the beauty of God's perfect plan unfold before you. Your future marriage will be built on a foundation of love, faith, and purpose. The person God is bringing into your life is the one who will walk alongside you, grow with you, and build a life full of joy, challenges, and blessings. This is the love that will carry you through every storm and every triumph. It is a love that will honor God and bring glory to His name. As we close today's message, I want to encourage you to hold on to hope, to trust in God's plan, and to know that your marriage is not just a destination, it is a divine journey. The angels are with you, guiding you every step of the way. If you are ready to step into the future that God has prepared for you, if you are ready to embrace His perfect plan, then I encourage you to comment below with the phrase, "I am ready for God's plan." This is your declaration that you trust God's wisdom, timing, and perfect plan for your life. Know that everything is happening exactly as it should, and that the love God has for you will exceed all your expectations. You are loved, you are chosen, and you are worthy of the beautiful future that is unfolding before you. Stay faithful, stay hopeful, and trust that the angels are leading you to the love that God has perfectly designed for your life. Until next time, stay blessed, stay ready, and remember, God's timing is always perfect. This concludes our journey today. May peace and blessings fill your heart, and may you walk confidently into the future that God has set before you. Thank you for being part of the Angel's Whisper, and remember to subscribe and share this message with others who need to hear it.